So to work this stitch, you will need two colors of yarn. I'm using medium worsted yarn, acrylic, and a 4.5mm hook, but of course you can use any kind of yarn. And I will begin with the blue one. Now first we need a multiple, and the multiple for this stitch is 12 plus 2, which means I go on with groups of 12 chains for the length that I need for my project, and at the end I will put 2 more chains. So I completed here my chains, and I have 24 plus 2, so 26 chains. Now into the second chain from the hook, work 1 single crochet and continue on working 1 single crochet into each of your chains. So you will end up with 25 in my case. So the multiple plus 1 actually. This is the idea of stitches. So I finished my single crochet row, and now we can begin actually with the pattern. So first row of the pattern, chain 1 and turn. Now work 4 single crochets, 4, yarn over, skip 2 single crochets, and into the third work a shell of 5 double crochets, 3, 4 and 5. Skip 2 chains, 2 single crochets, and work 7 single crochets. So this will be how the way to continue the pattern. So we will begin and we will finish with 4 single crochets, but in the middle, so for the length, the multiple actually, the length that we want, we will work skip 2, work into the third a shell stitch, skip 2, work 7 single crochets. We will finish with a shell stitch and 4 single crochet as we began. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Chain 2, skip 2, work a shell, skip 2 and continue on with 7, okay, until you reach the last shell, until you work the last shell. So I am explaining here for whom wants to, I don't know, work a larger project, okay? Now I have my 5, and when you worked your last shell, you have to skip 2 and to work your last 4 single crochets, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But for the rest of the row you will just work 7 single crochets. Okay, and this is the first row. Now let us begin with the second, chain 1 and turn. And we will work over the first 3 single crochets. We will work 3 single crochets. We will skip the next. And now we work like this. Front post double crochets over the first double crochet of the shell stitch. Then in between the 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. Then the next, again front post double crochet. In between the stitches, 1 double crochet. Front post double crochet. In between the stitches, double crochet. Then front post double crochet, in between the stitches 1 double crochet, and the last double crochet of the shell, which is my 5th, will be again a front post double crochet. So now what we have here is 5 front post double crochet, and in between them we have a total of 4 double crochets. We skip the first and the last single crochet, and we work 5 single crochets, then we work the shell, and then we skip 1 single crochet and finish with 3 single crochet. Second row of the pattern stitch. We have 9 stitches on one shell. In between the shells we have 5 stitches. We skip the first and the last of the group of 7 single crochets, and we begin and finish with 3 single crochets, and we skip 1 single crochet. Okay, let us begin with the third. Chain 1 and turn. We begin with and we end with 2 single crochets, and along the row we will work like this. Now on our 5 front post double crochets of the shell stitch, we will work 5 back post. Oops, sorry, this is back post. Okay, this stitch is not reversible, so we have the front post, the front side where we work the front posts, and we work the back side, which is this one. Okay, into the double crochet worked in between the two double crochets of the shell, we work a increase, and we continue on like this. So back post around the stitch that we worked it front post, and into the double crochet in between work a increase, so 2 double crochets. Okay, and we will continue on like this to finish the shell. So we will have exactly 5 double crochets, front post actually double crochets on the front side, and we'll have 8 more double crochets, groups of 2 in between this. Let me show you on the front side how it looks like this. Okay, so we have our 5, and we have groups of 2 now here where we had the 1 1 1. So this means we have 5 plus 8, which is 13 double crochets. Okay, over the 5 single crochets we will work like this. Again, skip 1, work 3, and skip the other one. So we will work only 3 single crochets. Okay, this is how we have to repeat all along the row, and we will finish, of course, skipping 1 single crochet and working 2 single crochets after we complete the last shell of the pattern stitch. So I finished the 3rd row, and now let us begin our 4th row with the same color. Then we will change color. Now we have 2 single crochets. We will chain 1, turn, and work 1 single crochet and skip 1. So we will, of course, finish the row with skipping 1 single crochet and working 1 single crochet into the last. Okay, over the shell we will work 13, because we have 13 double crochets, a total of 13. We will work 13 single crochets, but how? Around the post of each of our stitch. So from the back, like this. Yes, from the back around the post. Oops. Pull the yarn and single crochet. And again, from the back around the post, pull the yarn and single crochet. From the back around the post, pull the yarn and single crochet. So like this. On the right side actually of the stitch that we have to work around it. Around the stitch, pull the yarn, on the contrary that we insert the hook, of course, and single crochet. Now we can also count, though it's very important to have the same number, so 13 single crochets. Okay, very, very important. Because actually the next row will be worked into these 13 single crochets, and that's why they are very important. It seems to be a little bit difficult, but it's not. You will see, it's all repeating, so actually once you get it, you just go on. Okay, now in between the shells we have 3 single crochets left. So exactly the same thing. We skip 1, work 1, skip 1. So from the 7, we skipped 1, work 5, skipped 1. From 5, we skipped 1, work 3, skipped 1. And now from 3, exactly the same thing. Skip 1, single crochet and skip the next and work the chains all along. You will work exactly the same thing and you will finish skipping 1 single crochet and working into the last single crochet, 1 single crochet. Now that we finished this 4th row, we can cut the yarn. I already cut it. We change color and slip knot. Turn your work with the wrong side, so this is the right side, this is the wrong side. Insert the hook into the first single crochet and join the new color. Chain 3, and now we will work not into the first single crochet row but into the next. So actually into the first single crochet row, into the first row of the pattern. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Into this one we count 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into this. Yarn over, insert the hook into it and pull like this a nice long loop. Yarn over, and we will work the double crochet like this. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. And this is the first. We want to work 2 more exactly the same. Yarn over, insert the hook into the single crochet and pull a longer loop. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 3. This is the second. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same single crochet and pull up a longer loop. Yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2 and pull through 2. And this is what we actually have. Okay, now here we know that we have 13 single crochets. We just want to work into this one. We are on the back side, so these are the single crochets, not actually we have the stitches here on the front side and this on the back side. Now, which is the first one? This 1, 2, 3. Insert the hook into the 4th like this and work from here 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, only into the stitches on the back side, so the single crochet here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Yarn over, and now in between the shells into the round row, with 7 single crochets here. We don't need to count, just in the middle, somewhere in the middle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 into the 4th round. Insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through 2 again. Now we work 5 times this for the shell. So it's pull through 1, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch and yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2 and pull through 2. We have 3 and we continue on with 2 more. And now we have our shell done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we repeat the same thing. We insert the hook into the first single crochet, now just to be sure which is. We count 1, 2, 3, sorry, we don't work into it. 1, 2, 3, we skip the first 3, insert the hook into the 4th, and work on our 7, next 7 single crochets, 7 single crochets, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and we finish as we began here under 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's here we want to work our shell, half shell actually, so this is a little bit more difficult because it's at the beginning of the row. 1, then the second one, pull through 1, okay, it must be over actually the here, I can catch it, yarn over, pull through 1, 2 and 2, and we need one more. Okay, let's say this is the most difficult part of the pattern because it's difficult actually to work here, but we can do it. So pull through 1, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and this is what we have, so it's beautiful. And now to block all these we have to work into the single crochet here. So we actually began with a chain 3, and here into the single crochet we have to find it first. Yes, it is here. We have to work a double crochet, and like this we actually block it here, and here we have the chain 3, which is our double crochet. Okay, second row we have the same pattern, so it's actually 4, will be actually 4 rows. This is the first. Now we will work yarn over, insert the hook into the first double crochet and work a double crochet. Now over these 3 double crochets we will work around the stitch, front post double crochet, then in between the stitches 1 double crochet, exactly the same thing actually that we worked first, then around the second double crochet, around the post, another front post double crochet, in between the stitches 1 double crochet, and around the last one 1 double crochet. Okay, this is what we have. It's a half actually of a shell. Now the same thing, we skip 1 and skip 1 and we work only 5. So the pattern is the same, only that we have these half shells on one side and on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here we will work our shell exactly as we worked these 2, and then skip 1 single crochet, 5 single crochets, and work the last shell as you worked, exactly as you worked the first shell. You will finish the row with a double crochet into the third chain of the beginning chain 3. So I almost finished my second row of the second sequence to repeat. We need 4 to complete here, 2, and as I said, into the third chain of the beginning chain 3 we work our last double crochet. Now chain 1 and turn. On the half shells on the beginning and ending up of the row we will work the stitches as they are, so we don't increase into the stitches in between the front post stitches, we just work them as they are. Now we have here 2, 4, 6, so we have 6, and we will have 6, so only into the whole shells along the row we will work the stitches by increasing in between the front post, exactly as we worked the shells here. So chain 1, work 1 double crochet, where we worked front post, we work back post, double crochet, and where we have the double crochet, we don't increase, just work 1 double crochet, then again back post, double crochet, and again on the double crochet just 1 double crochet, we don't want to increase, and again the last stitch, it's a back post double crochet, so we maintain the number of 6. Okay, now skip 1, work 3, and skip the last single crochet, and for the whole shell we just work the pattern for that we worked here. So in between the front post we have the double crochet where we will put a increase for a total of 13 stitches. And now that I finished, so we maintain the number of stitches here on the beginning and the last shell. So these half shells, actually we have 6 and 6 only in the middle, so only along the row, because if you want more, of course you have more shells. You work 13, so you must have 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 front posts, and 2, 4, 6 and 7 normal double crochets. Okay, now for the last row of the so the fourth actually of the pattern stitch, we just chain 1, insert the hook into the first double crochet and single crochet. Over the next 5 double crochets we work back post single crochets, which means we insert the hook around the stitch, we pull up a loop and single crochet, you know, exactly as we did before. 2, 3, 4, and into the last, the 5th. Okay, now here we skip 1, work single crochet, and we skip the next. Over our 13 stitches here we work 13 back post single crochet, and we continue on like this to the end of this row. So finish the row with a single crochet as you began it, chain 1 and cut the yarn. We change color, and actually we will work the last row of the 8 rows to repeat. Now turn your work, and actually we will work it as we worked the first row of the pattern stitch. Insert the hook into the single crochet, and that row we began it with 4, just want to work, so 4 single crochet with 4 single crochets, so we work them into the single crochets here, so 1, 2, here into this one, 3, we are on the back side, and 4. Now we know that we have 6, we skip 2, and here we don't work into the single crochet, but yarn over, we work actually here where we have the 7, okay? We work 1, 2, 3 and 4 here in the middle. We don't actually need to, like this, to count, and we begin to work our first shell. And into one sequence we work all the shells, whole shells, and into the next sequence we work beginning with half shells and finishing with half shells. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need one more here. Okay, just perfect. So now this is my first shell. Actually, sorry, I have to work it into here, so actually into the blue, okay, in the middle into the blue. It looks more lovely like this. 1, so here in the middle, as I said, there's no need to count, just to be in the middle. 2, 3. I know that this is a little bit tricky, but it's part, actually a important part of the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one 5. And now my shell is ready. This is the front side. Okay, and now again we skip 3 single crochets here where I am here. 1, 2, 3. We insert the hook into the next and we work 7 single crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We skip the last 3, and here in between, so it's here in the middle, we work 1 more shell, exactly as we did before. 1 with long double crochet, 2, 3, so exactly into the color, 4, okay, like this, and 5. Complete the shell, and now again we skip 2 and work the last 4. We skip this 2, insert the hook into the next and work 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is the last single crochet. And now to complete the length that you need, you will just repeat from the 2nd row of the pattern to the 9th row, which is this one of the pattern. So this is the sequence to repeat. This is the pattern stitch. It's maybe a little bit difficult, but I think it's really beautiful. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope I give you some nice crochet stitch pattern for your future projects. Please thumb up if you like my tutorials and leave me a comment. Bye bye! Hi crocheters of the world, I'm Juana and this is Juana's Crochet channel on YouTube, and in this tutorial I will show you how to crochet this really particular and beautiful shell stitch pattern. I was asked to do the English version of this tutorial, so here I am doing it. And it's really nice for, of course, blankets or cushions, or from my point of view, worked in round, it could be a very good pattern stitch for a bag. Sorry. Okay, so let's get started.